Hello to anyone who cares, my name is Silentesque, and today we're here with The Test. I believe it goes into some pretty personal stuff, so I thought this would just be a fun, creepy way for you to get to know me a little bit better on a personal level. Should be fun. Let's just get straight into it. Ooh. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory, just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analysing your own psyche, to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. Oh, my bad. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Before we go, I'm going to take that advice and have a sip of water. Also, I hope that's just a doll on the bed, not a dead lady. I love the decor. Very creepy. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated fairly? Yes. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? Yes. Have you ever invented anything? Invented? No. Created, yes. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? No. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes, very much so. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Of course. Would you be alright with living alone forever? No. No, don't like that. I moved out of home when I was 19. For about 3 months, I was lodging with someone else. Straight back to mum and dad after that. Could not handle it. The anxiety and depression and all that. It was pretty intense. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? I'd say yes. To a fault, probably. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Oh, very much so. Ho ho. Do you like the colour blue more than the colour black? No. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yes. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? I am not sure I want the answers I seek. I am terrified of spiders. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Yes. But here's why. First of all, I'm coming out unscathed. I'm gonna be fine. So that's okay. I have always loved the look of lava. It looks very soft to touch. And it sucks knowing I can never experience the softness of it. So yes, I would. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Oh, not just fat. I am obese. But don't worry, I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I am. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? I've never had anyone dislike me, as far as I know. I would be what I consider a people pleaser. It's just the way I am, I guess. I can't help it. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No. That would suck. This is all very interesting. Well, thank you. Did you realise that the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? Nope. Did not notice that. Does that make you uncomfortable? You know, you'd think, as a Christian, it would. But no. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? I'd like to think I am. But if that was an example of it, then no, probably not. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Not really, no. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes, no doubt in my mind. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? In general, yes. In this quiz, no. But in general, yes, definitely. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? In this one, I suppose, the consequences would be you wouldn't get, you know, a truthful meaning out of it. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? No. All seems fairly standard to me. Would you consider yourself captivated? No, because I feel like I could just turn off the computer at any moment, I think. No, I'm not captivated, to say. Very interesting. Thank you again. Would you consider yourself to be brave? When I need to be. Yes, when it calls for it. Although, in general, probably not. I think in real life circumstances, if it was a situation of I have to be brave for my sisters or family members, then yes. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? No. I have a friend who is a constant reminder of how little intelligence I truly have. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No, I have not. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Nope. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? No, to be honest, I've just been enjoying having a chat with you. Madam? Sir? Human person? Thing? Crow. Ugh. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? In a broad sense, yes. When it comes to people I know and I'm comfortable around, I think I grow less patient. I guess in my mind I feel like they should know enough to handle the certain things, but I'm too much of an anxious person to be impatient when it comes to strangers, I guess. So I can be quite patient, I think. Do most humans annoy you? Most of the humans I see on the internet annoy me. A lot of the people I see around annoy me. I think that's mainly based on the broad fear of humans that I have. Humans do tend to make me very uncomfortable, and I can get quite annoyed with them. Oh yes, definitely prefer animals to people. Do I believe in magic? Yeah, I think so. I love magic. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? Yes, I do. I believe in God. As I said, I'm a Christian. I'm not the most devoted Christian, I will admit. There have been rocky times, but regardless of, the teachings in the Bible or in Christianity or anything, regardless of whether or not I agree with that stuff, I do believe in God. So yes. Do you fear death? Sometimes, not all the time. But there will be times where I think about it and it's like, oh god. There's gonna be a day where I'm not here anymore. But then there's another part of me who's like, oh, it's okay, the afterlife, you'll be fine. But I fear the death of others because I don't like the idea of them not being around anymore, because that sucks. I'd say in a broad sense, yes, I do. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? Yes. Yes. I won't go into detail about it. Am I alone? In my room, yes. In the house, no. So no. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Something in a sinister sense? Probably. With utmost certainty. Well, yeah. We have a ghost in our house. There's always something watching. Have you wondered who I am? Well, I've certainly wondered about what you are, but not who you are. Have you had shivers at any point during the session? No. Do you feel like you're being watched? Nope. Have you considered quitting this session early? No. Do you drink water every day? Yes, I do. Keep hydrated. Do you eat at least once per day every day? Of course. Do you realise that there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Yeah. Are you wondering what they are? No. Not really. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No. For this particular instance, no. There are a lot of things where I have to be meticulous with it and find everything myself and get 100% perfection. But I'm not feeling it with this. I don't know. Is your favourite number 7? No. Close, but wrong. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yeah. Sure, yeah. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No. You... Obviously they're different things, but you can compare them to say, I prefer oranges to apples. That's a comparison, I guess. The taste of oranges subjectively, for me, is better than the taste of apples. So no. Venus is something referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? No. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Now that is interesting. I think yes. And I know that is very controversial, considering the broadness of the statement. But yeah, I think everyone does deserve a second chance. Because I believe that anyone can change for the better. But obviously if they don't, they don't. But now you know that even with a second chance, they've not accomplished that. But yes, I think everyone should deserve a second chance. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? See, that's tricky. I want to agree, but I don't know, there are just some things I feel like even if I really, really tried and put my mind to it, it just wouldn't happen. So no. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? That's a tricky one. I like freedom. I don't like what a lot of people do with freedom. Obedience can be good, but at the same time, you don't really get to live if you're just being obedient the whole time. No, obedience isn't more important. They're about as important as each other, I think. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? They sound fun. They sound terrifying. But I mean, it'd be pretty cool. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase I love you? No. Do you wish to be loved? Yeah. Yes, I do. Have you ever felt hated? Hate is such a strong emotion. I felt like people have been annoyed by me. I feel like people have disliked me on occasions. I don't think I've ever felt... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, repressed memories. Yes, I have felt hated. Yes. Long time ago. Do you have any addictions? I am addicted, if it's an addiction, if it counts as an addiction. I am constantly plucking at my face. It's sort of like a nervous tick type thing. It's brought on by anxiety, I think. I'm always plucking at like minuscule hairs or skin just on my face. I think that does count as an addiction, because I do it without thinking about it a lot of the time as well. So yeah. Do you dislike the colour pink? Yeah, I do. I don't like it. Does the colour grey seem depressing? No. Do you enjoy loud music? My dad's been in a rock band for 18 years before he left it. I love loud music. Do you like to dance? Yes. Would you consider yourself normal? No. Do you love your parents beyond measure? Have you ever been lied to? Yes. Do you get angry often? More often than I'd like to admit. Do you hold grudges? Not many, but unfortunately I am known to hold grudges. I don't like that I do. But yes. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yeah. Friends, certain family. Forgiven for, you know, small things. There's never... There is one person who I've never truly forgiven in my family. Some people that used to be family friends that I've never forgiven. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I have forgiven people, but just not to not to a significant extent. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but still did it anyway? Unfortunately, yes. Have you ever lied? Oh, yes, a lot when I was younger. Yeah. Have you ever cheated on a test? No. I don't think I ever have. No, I don't think so. Well, that's reassuring. I know, it's great, isn't it? Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No, I love trees. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Yes. Do you believe you have psychic powers? I don't think I have psychic powers. Sometimes you get like the deja vu. That's always interesting, because then you can predict what's going to happen in, like, you know, a few minutes in the future. But no, I don't believe I have psychic powers. I'm not that lucky. Have you ever seen a ghost? Well, it depends on scene. I've seen evidence of ghosts, I believe. Anyway, I believe in ghosts. I'm aware a lot of people don't. But I believe I've seen evidence of ghosts. So I'm gonna say yes. Do you dream often? Yes. Do you have nightmares often? Yeah, most of my dreams are nightmares. Which is unfortunate, but they're always very interesting. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? I think I've only ever been close to one anxiety attack. I have very, very severe anxiety, but I've been lucky enough to avoid anxiety attacks. I think that's just because I'm a wuss and I stay away from anything that would cause me that much anxiety, but I've been very close to it once or twice. Yeah. Do you exercise often and stay active? No. That is one of the main problems with me. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Yeah. When I was younger, I used to love Indian takeaway. We used to get it a lot. You know, typical British family, Indian takeaway. And then, one day, after we had eaten, it decided it didn't want to stay inside me anymore. And it came up the way it went in. and it looked exactly the same as when I had eaten it. And so I decided, no. And even the smell of, like, Indian cuisine really puts me off now, which is sad because I know I used to love it, but I can't anymore. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yeah. Have you ever felt betrayed? Yes. Do you ever feel lost in life? Oh, constantly. Yes. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? You know, even with all the anxiety issues I have, I've always found myself wanting to gravitate towards being a leader. In group projects at school, or when it was even in like friend groups, I felt comfortable, I guess in a selfish way, being like, you know, the head, as it were. I know I do have moments where I am more of a sheep than a shepherd, but I do feel like I could be a natural leader. Only when I put myself in those situations, though. But yes, yeah. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? If I could, I mean, as current things are going, it's more and more likely I would as time goes on. However, I can't say intrinsically with every fibre of my being that I would want to destroy the world. I know I say it a lot. I do. In conversations with parents and stuff. That's more seeing what's happening in the world and just knowing you can't really do much about it. Certainly I couldn't at this stage of my life anyway. And sometimes it feels better. Just the idea of the world stopping, the pain stopping. But you know, you have all this love and good things going on in the world. You have your family, hopefully. A lot of people do. Fortunately for those who don't, it must be really hard to see a point to not press the button, I guess. But you do see nice things, and that gives you hope. As much as I say the world should end, I wouldn't press the button. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yeah. Have you ever been bullied? You know, strangely enough, despite having been overweight most of my life, I think I've always been relatively well liked in life, which is nice. So in terms of like school kids and stuff, when I was at school, no. But unfortunately, there was a long time during my childhood where, you know, I was being bullied by people that you definitely shouldn't get bullied by. But you know how siblings can be. If you have siblings, I mean, I guess if you don't, you wouldn't. Have you ever bullied someone else? Let me think about that. I've retaliated to being bullied. I don't think I ever have bullied anyone. I'm trying to think. There's the possibility of this girl from primary school. She wasn't very well liked by pretty much everyone. But I remember I hung out with her a lot, actually. And I don't no, I don't think I did bully her. But I saw a lot of bullying happening to her. I didn't like that. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yeah. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Oh yeah. A lot. It's something I'm not proud of, obviously. Do you find space fascinating? Yes, but terrifying. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? Oh, that... In the sense that anyone who creates art is an artist, then yes. I have been drawing and creating stuff like that my whole life. That there's never really been a time where I've not been drawing or writing or painting or something like that. So I think purely by definition, yes. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? A lot of the times I feel like a bad friend. I feel really bad about myself a lot in terms of my friendships. But then I have to stop and think really hard. Be like, no, I've done things right. You know, I really do like to consider myself a good friend. You know? And it's difficult when you feel such hatred for yourself, I guess. But I do pride myself on being a good friend. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Oh. Abundantly flawed. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous, egregious crime? Fantasized? Yeah? But you know, fantasy's fantasy. Do you believe in perfection? No. Yes, no. In general, no. Oh, this is difficult. I guess I do. Because... like, I know the whole nobody's perfect thing, and I do agree with that. But when I'm judging myself and what I do, and I feel it's not perfect, it sucks. So I guess I believe in perfection in that sense. Yes. Have you ever stolen from someone? Yes. Yes. When I was a young child, year 6, so about 10 years old. For those of you who don't do British school, there was this corner shop that I used to visit a lot, and I used to take Kinder eggs from there when they weren't looking. And one day I took about 8 Kinder eggs. I was feeling very bold that day, and I ate them all in one go and I threw up. And I've never liked Kinder eggs since. That showed me. I never stole them again after that. So, a good lesson for an idiotic child like myself. I've stolen £1 from my parents before, when... same age. I felt really guilty about it. Yeah, that sucked. But yes, I don't anymore. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, the idea of killing someone isn't exactly nice. But if it was a stranger's life for a family member's life, yes. If it was in self-defense, yes. Yeah, I can't say I'd never kill someone under any circumstance. So, yes. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? I would want to tell everyone. I'm like that. I like to tell people what's going wrong. But I don't think I'd be able to bring myself to tell anyone, is the thing. One day to live. I mean, how would you even spend that? I'd have so little time. I'd have to go and visit my friends. Definitely. Go on a drive with my dad. And maybe snuggle up in the front room with my family. Watch some films. Close my eyes. Go to sleep. Surrounded by my loved ones. I'd have to tell them. There's no way there's no way I'd get them to sit down with me like that. Maybe I would. I think I could have convinced them without telling them I was gonna die. I just wouldn't want it to be a surprise for them. I would, I think. Yeah. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? No. No. Those stay with me. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? I'm a pretty distrustful person, but there are weird instances where I can be very trustful of people. But I mean, looking at this room, no, I don't trust you. Do you know who I am? No. Well, I know who you are. Good to know. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? That is interesting. I mean, I've got people downstairs, so if I feel like I'm in danger, I'd scream. Yeah. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Would it scare me? I'd like to think not, but probably realistically, yes. Because what the hell are you doing in my room? Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yes, without a doubt. I know I am. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? I mean, I like the idea of romance to a certain extent, not too much. I don't think I am a very romantic person. I don't think I'd be able to pull off romance, you know? Have you ever been in a physical fight? Technically, yes. With my sister, my older sister. We were fighting over a pen. my hand ended up slit. Not by a knife or anything, by the pen itself. I had a pretty tight grip on it when she yanked it from my hand. I'd consider that a physical fight. I don't think I've ever been in a fist fight. But, yeah. Yeah. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? I get them relatively often, I'd say, noticeably. But not to an impairing extent, that's the word. I wouldn't say I'm prone to headaches or migraines, but I do notice they happen on a relatively often scale. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Not typically, no. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Sometimes. Would you ever shave your head? My dad would kill me if I shaved my head. I'd love to do the shave your head for cancer. That's something I've thought about a lot. But I'd have to do something else for it because my dad is so against me cutting my hair, and I love my dad. I don't think I could do that to him. No. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No, I'm more into tall, lanky bodies, you know. I don't know what it is about them, but muscular just doesn't do it for me. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Yes. Yes, I do. Do you trust your best friend entirely? My best friend is an interesting person. He's very interesting. I think I could trust him entirely, but there is that inkling of doubt sometimes. I don't have very many friends. Certainly not personal friends I see on a regular basis. And the one I see almost every day, he's a bit of a sociopath, I'd say. And I'd love to trust him fully. But I don't think that I could, realistically. And that's nothing against him, it's just the way his brain works. So I don't think he'd trust me fully either. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? I mean, I have quite a vivid memory of my childhood, I'd say. Most significant parts anyway. So yeah, I think so. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? See, that's difficult. I wouldn't be able to handle the guilt of knowing that I've done it, to be honest. But if I could get away with it, and it was strictly for the benefit of my family, I think I would. And I know I'd be putting a lot of other people in a bad position. But, I mean, you'd do anything for your family. Well, I would. I love my family. I think I would, yeah. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? Yes. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? Not a cliff. I have dreamt that, so my nan, she used to live in this block of flats, and it was a type of flat that had the winding concrete staircase, and there was like this weird little gap in the middle. I've had dreams about falling down there, but I've never dreamt about falling off a cliff. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? I've never had that dream. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Books? Yes, I absolutely love scary films. Love them. My favourite thing to watch. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? I enjoy comedy shows. I don't really love comedy films. It's really weird. There are some comedy films I like. But a lot of them I just don't have the initial interest to watch them. Do you like being the centre of attention? Oh. Yes and no, of course. These are very yes and no questions, or then yes or no questions. I like the idea of, you know, performing, being noticed for that, being noticed for my art, being just noticed in general, I guess. But there's also that extreme anxiety part of me. It's like, please just no one notice me. So I think I like being the centre of attention when it's something I want to do. I don't like the idea of unwanted attention. But as far as life has gone so far, I've not enjoyed being the centre of attention. I've yet to reach the point where I get the centre of attention that I think I would enjoy. So as of this moment currently in life, no. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Not something, more just in general. Like, public spaces I find very uncomfortable because it always feels like you're being looked at, you're being judged. Like, it's very rare that I am out in public, and most of the time it is with someone else. I can't be out in public alone. But in the privacy of home, no, it doesn't feel like something's watching me. So I guess, no, it doesn't feel like something is always watching me. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yes. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? I'd say so. Specifically, when I am falling asleep at work or something. My I don't know, my soul sort of leaves my body and I feel very detached from myself. It's a very weird experience. To what extent you'd call that an out-of-body experience, I don't know. But I would consider that an out-of-body experience, considering I felt secondary to myself. It's a very interesting experience, I'd say. I'm going to take some water. Have you ever punched a nun? Funnily enough, I've never had the opportunity to. No, I've never punched a nun. Do you like dogs better than cats? yes. I've never been randomly attacked by a dog. This prick of a cat came up to me once and scratched me on the face. Honestly. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? No, I have been trying to get into reading more. I've got a bunch of Stephen King books that I need to actually start reading. But no, I prefer films. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you've ever punched a nun? No, to be honest. I think my attention span's too small to stay hung up on the nun. Do you get starstruck easily? I was gonna say no, but no, I think I do. I definitely get sidetracked by things that I find fascinating. Like, again, my attention span is awful. I was talking to a friend on the coach once on a school trip. Halfway through the conversation, I saw a bunch of sheep, and that conversation just stopped dead in its tracks. The sky in the evening times and early morning, that always star strikes, I guess, me. Scenery. I love staring at vast expanses of, you know, countryside and stuff. So I think, yeah, I do, in the right circumstances. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes. Is your favourite part of your birthday receiving presents? It used to be. Definitely. Certainly when I was younger. Now I still like the presents. The presents are good. But I look forward more to being able to do stuff with the people I love. And it gets, like, the past couple of years have been rough because, I mean, I just haven't been able to seem to get a grip on any of them. It seems more difficult to be spending time with them for some reason. So I think my favourite part is being able to actually spend time, quality time, with my family and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love the presents. Like any normal person, I feel I do enjoy getting presents. But just want to be able to do things I want to do with the people that I love. Because I don't often get to do much. Which is quite depressing, I know, but hey ho. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just BAM! Right in the face. Nun punch. No, you see, you're making it sound fun. Did you laugh? No, I'm sorry. I find it awkward to laugh by myself. Did I laugh? I don't even remember. My memory's terrible. I know I didn't gut laugh. I'd know if I gut laughed. I do find it difficult to properly let out a laugh sometimes. Man, that's depressing. No, I didn't laugh. I'm sorry. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even aloud? No. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? The opportunity, yes. Whether or not I would do it is a different matter. But I would love to have the opportunity to punch a nun. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? Probably. Probably, yeah. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah. Do you masturbate frequently? In all honesty, not really. Don't get me wrong, I would love a bit more quality me time. But when you're living in a house with as many people as I live with, so that's 2 parents, 2 sisters, 2 dogs, and frequent visitors, you don't often get a chance to. So unfortunately, no. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? I mean, I wasn't wondering what constitutes frequently, but now that you've asked that, yeah. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? No. I feel quite at peace right now. It's nice talking. And getting things off your chest. Is your mouth dry? Yes, I'm gonna have another drink. Hang on. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No. No. Profanity is quite heavily used. Where I live. No, profanity doesn't make me uncomfortable at all. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? Yeah. Don't even feel like I need to explain myself there. Just yes. It's fine if you don't. Are you poor with money management? I'm actually quite good at managing my money. It's something my dad praises me a lot for. Oh, I burped. Ooh. Yeah, it's one of the things I pride myself on. My big plan in life is to earn enough money to secure my family. So, I have to be good with money management. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. I like 13. 13. Choose one of these colours that you feel resonates with you most this very moment. Black. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. No. None of these, really. What with me most? I guess sick. We're sick a lot. I am often sick. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Blessed, glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial. Oof. Certainly not blessed. Or blessed, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial. Heavenly. I like heavenly. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Luck, no. Skill, strength, agility, intellect, charm. I guess charm. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Not often. Sometimes I will, but no. Do you speak more than one language fluently? No, but I am trying to learn Italian. For my nonna, she is fully Italian. My dad's mum. Really want to try and learn it before she leaves this planet, just to give her a nice little surprise from her homeland. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Once we went to Italy when I was a few months old. I do not remember it. Do you enjoy coffee? Yes, I drink it twice a day, 5 days a week. Do you believe in demons? Yeah. Do you believe in angels? Yes. Are you afraid of sharks? Not typically, no. Do you prefer baths over showers? I think I prefer showers. I enjoy a bath when I'm looking to relax. We haven't got a shower, which annoys me, but I do prefer a shower over a bath. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? No. Did you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? Nope, my eyes are purely focused on the screen. That's fortunate. Yeah, make yourself comfortable. I've got an air bed because I'm waiting for a proper bed. I've got a sofa in the corner there. Just one segment of a sofa, mind you. That's where the spiders have made their home. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, I've got a giant duck teddy that you can snuggle up against. He is a wonderful pillow. He's called El Ducko. But please, make yourself at home. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? Yeah? Yes, a few times. Certainly when I was younger. Not as often anymore. But yeah. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Yes, but I think that's just bad management of our house. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? Footsteps... Not really. When I was house sitting for my sister and her baby daddy, let's say, they have the ghost of his nan living there. She was definitely making some noise upstairs. So yes, but not very often. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Yeah, that's just the house. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? I mean, I'm constantly looking at the clock at work, so that's more coincidence than anything weird. I look at it so many times. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? Once or twice. It was a very jarring experience. That was ages ago. Do you have any pets? Yes, 2 dogs. One 8-year-old Westie, and one, 8-month-old mini Dachshund. Both adorable. Is your favourite colour green? Now, I've always been fascinated by questions like this. Because, yes, green is my favourite colour. But black would be my favourite shade. Because I consider black, grey, and white to be shades instead of colours. So it'd be black over green, but green is my favourite colour. So yes. Are you attracted to a family member? Let's see. No. No. I've got a pretty fugly family. No offense to them. That feels harsh to say. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yes. 1/3 of everything I earn goes to my parents. That is the way I am doing it. I definitely give my friends some money. I'd set aside some money for my younger sisters. Yeah. My dad says I'm too generous with my money. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? No. God, no. I wouldn't be able to handle that pressure. I know I said I was a natural leader, but not to that extent. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Yes. I can't imagine it'd be nice. Do you like fishing? No. I've only been once and I was a child at the time. It was boring. Although my aunt's other half did get his, fishing line caught in a tree, so that was pretty funny. Do you like hunting? No. Do you like camping? I don't really go camping. I like the idea of camping. I went camping in my back garden once. There were slugs all over the tent. I like the idea of camping. Do you like guns? No. Are you getting tired of answering questions? I'm not getting tired of answering the questions. My voice is getting a bit tired. But I'm enjoying the questions. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? I'm taking a drink before I answer this one. Boy, you guys are learning a lot about me and we barely know each other. Feel free to answer any of these questions down below in the comment section. Would I consider myself to be kinky? In terms of sexual experience, completely limited, never done anything. I'm literally that, unsocial of a person, that I've never had the opportunity to do that. Fantasy wise, yes. We're not going that deep into it, but yes. In terms of fantasy in the mind, not anything I've actually done. Eyes are the windows to the soul. Do you agree? Yeah. That's why eye contact sucks. Do you always keep your promises? Unfortunately, no. I'd like to try harder at keeping my promises. But I've definitely dropped the ball on multiple occasions when it comes to promises. Unfortunately. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? Oh, that's tricky, because the fact is they've lied to you in the past. But I feel like I've been lied to by people that I do completely trust. And that's not affected how much I trust them, because lies aren't always there to, harm us. Sometimes they lie for necessary reasons, as it were. In some cases to protect us. I mean, yeah, I completely trust people who have lied to me, I would say. Are you an only child? No. One older sibling, 2 younger siblings. And my mum's wanting another one. But father does not agree. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? I've never been drunk, so I'd say no. I've been tipsy. That's fun. But from what I've heard about being drunk, it doesn't sound like something I'd particularly enjoy. Do you like tattoos? I don't want tattoos on me. I don't dislike looking at them on other people. I've seen some people with very nice tattoos. Do you enjoy being high in any form? I've never experienced it, so no. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes. Yes, I do. Did you cry this week? This week? Probably. I cry a lot. Are you upset with someone right now? Yeah. Yeah. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? No, I don't think so. I feel like I'm honest pretty much all the time with people. See, it's difficult because I don't interact with a lot of people daily anyway. But no, I feel like I'm pretty honest on a daily basis. Do you understand how this works yet? I mean, you ask questions and I answer. But this question makes me think maybe not, so I'm gonna say no. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? I do now, yes. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? I guess I am. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? No. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yes. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? Worry about it? Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? Not always. When I'm at home, I feel safe. So yeah, not always. Do you feel like I know you yet? Do you know me yet? Do you guys know me yet based on this test? I feel like to a certain extent, but not completely. Have you heard any strange noises while answering the questions? No, I think I've been too loud in my own ears to hear anything else. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond or answer quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analysing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Well, I don't like being judged, although I guess this is what this is about. Oh, sorry. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. You've sure been through a hell of a lot in life. The life that you've managed to live and the things you've managed to experience would make so many others both jealous and thankful that they did not go through what you've managed to go through. You are such a warrior. You are the embodiment of what it is to be strong, a lot stronger than you even realize. One criticism I can offer you, though, if any, is that you need to lighten up at times, whether it be on others or, more importantly, on yourself. The burdens of the world are not on your shoulders. You can get stressed very easily, it's in your nature. Take some well-deserved time to dedicate to yourself. You owe it to yourself, seriously. There's one major thing in your life that you really need to get a strong handle on, however, and that's your financial status. You're not secure enough for your own liking. You are not where you want to be forever, and you know it. I don't like how accurate you're being right now. Just remember, nothing in life lasts forever. That includes debt, that includes fortune. Be careful and be mindful. You've still got time. The end of the world is not even near, even though it may feel like it sometimes. You've managed to get this far. You can get a whole lot further with just a bit more effort, but it's up to you to push hard. If there's anything you take away from this, please let it be this. Be positive, stay positive, and let your positivity become infectious. You must spread it around like the plague. Just a good kind of plague, that's all. Your secret word is greed. Remember this word. This will come in handy. I don't like that that's my secret word. But thank you. I like everything else you've said. Pretty spot on. Uncomfortably so. Thank you for this experience. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Now, does this even apply to me? Because I think this is a relatively old game. Currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and we always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. You can find the test Hypothesis Rising, the test Final Revelation, and the testing chamber on Steam if you've enjoyed this installment. You can also find the Journey series and the Advisor series, which we'd encourage everyone to try. If you'd like to support us further or try our other games, you can find a link to all of our titles on the title screen of this game under the section Our Other Games. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you. I appreciate you! Crystal Cox, Jessica Reason, Joshua Benson, credit to all these people. Horror music, read those. Credits if you wish. I enjoyed that. That was strangely very accurate. That was cool. I like that a lot. Now you guys know stuff about me. If you want to share any of the answers to those questions down below, feel free. Yeah, that was certainly an experience. But yeah, definitely, you know, go support this game and all of their other games and everything they're doing. This is really cool. Oh, man. Now I'm just thinking about my life. Ugh. That was an experience. Oh. Thank you so much for watching. I care about you guys a lot. And I hope you care about me. So, until the next video.